Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this nonsense, this insanity that I heard today on the women's basketball show for The Athletic. First of all, I have to know who the hell these three women are. I don't have any idea who they are. They are not significant in the world of sports. One of them looks like she just graduated from high school on the far left. The one in the middle looks like she hasn't slept in a week with the purple circles under her eyes. And the one on the right looks like she just lives a miserable ass life. Like they put these three together, and these are the three people that are giving opinions on basketball. Holy Lord. But the take that they gave today, the hot take that they gave today on Paige Bueckers is utterly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like when you just throw shit to a wall and hope that if it happens, then you look like you're a genius. Oh my God. This woman with her take, whatever, Sabrina AJ, I don't know what the hell her name is. Let me see if I can actually. Sabrina Merchant. Sabrina Merchant. Oh my word. She has her post protected. That is too funny. Yeah, she needs to because she's an idiot. But I'm gonna show you what these women had to say. Really, it's just the one who just said the absolutely ridiculous thing. But yeah, you're gonna take a look at this, and then I'm gonna give my response to this nonsense. It's dribble. But yeah, welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by coming on the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show Mott. We talk facts over feelings. Hope you like the new background. I got the logos and the screens. I finally figured out how to do that. I got my neon lights. I need a couple more. I'm going to have signs across the middle underneath the screens in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be fire. And then I have to adjust the stuff in the background because it's a little bit messy and stuff like that. But yeah, we're getting better and better and better. We're going to have merch dropping. Bro, I want to show you some logos real fast. I want to show you a few logos, and I want to get your opinions. I want to get feedback on this stuff, but that's obviously the one that's the main logo. But all these things, I'm gonna pop these bad boys on t-shirts. Buy the t-shirts when this merch drops. Rudy's Rant coming on the podcast, but Rudy's Rant because you gotta have my face on your shirt. But let's take a look real fast.
Big, bold predictions around moves in women's basketball.
Paige Bueckers will not declare for the WNBA draft this year.
That's literally the stupidest shit I ever heard. And this one right here is like, are you crazy? How dumb is that? That makes no damn sense. That makes no sense. She's like, are you high? Because you must be high if you think something nonsense like that.
That's interesting.
Well, first of all, she'd be locking herself into a rookie contract that is presumably worth far less than it would be were she to be drafted in 2026.
How much is far less? Please tell me how much is far less. Because you have some belief that the salaries are going to go from 78,000 for rookies to 100,000 or 120 or 130. Is that what your belief is? I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know why my screen just did that in the background. Who the hell knows? But is that what you believe? Is that what you really believe, that the salaries are magically going to jump incredibly over 2 years? They're not. You're crazy. They're not going to do that. So the salaries are going to be what the salaries are. If she gets another $10,000, her money comes from endorsements. She's getting 1.4 million in NIL valuation right now. Her NIL valuation right now is $1.4 million. So she's making more money than that right now in college. Her endorsement numbers will go up in the WNBA. They will not go down. So why the hell would she stay in school? Not to mention there's so many other factors involving Paige Bueckers specifically that would be preposterous for her to stay in school. Makes no sense. Illogical. You're talking about money? That is a negligible amount. $10,000, $20,000 when you're making $1.5 million in endorsements, for which when she gets to the league, she'll probably make double that. There's a reason that Angel Reese was joking about her stupid salary, saying, it doesn't pay my rent. Because it doesn't. Because she ain't relying on rent money from her fucking deal. That's her spending at Gucci money. She has millions in freaking endorsement deals. Same with Caitlin Clark. This is silliness.
So just financially, it doesn't make a ton of sense to play in the WNBA as a rookie in 2025 versus 2026. Also, there's been a lot of buzz around whether Paige actually wants to go to Dallas, given the instability with that organization and political climate in Texas.
That disgusts me. She says the political climate in Texas and the stability in that organization. Let me tell you something. I'm going to educate you right now, Miss Sabrina. Paige Bueckers will not be the number one pick in the draft. If she declares this year, she will not be the number one pick in the draft. Lauren Betts will be the number one pick in the draft. Number one pick in the draft if she comes out. In fact, Paige Bueckers' trajectory is doing this. She does not look like a savage. She does not look like a killer. She's being exposed as just a very good player. She's not even the best player on her team at UConn right now. Sarah Strong is. She's been exposed. She doesn't have that killer instinct. She just isn't that one. And when she hurt her knee the other day and got rolled on, as now she has a sprained knee or whatever, screaming for a flagrant foul on a person diving for a loose ball, that just showed me how weak she was. The political climate in Texas, there's like 5 states in the WNBA that are Republican-led states. What are you talking about? Republican-voted states. So all those states she can't play in? Newsflash, she's not going to end up in Dallas as it is. Y'all anointed her the #1 pick. Right now, I see 4 or 5 players that should be drafted ahead of her if they declare. Lauren Betts, Flau'jae Johnson, Olivia Miles. That's 3 right there. What the fuck? What's her name? Kiki Iriafen over at Iriafen at USC. That's 4. And Morrow at LSU. That's 5. Tania Latson at FSU. Those 6 right there are better players than Paige Bueckers is this year, right now. Tania Latson might be the best player in the country at this moment in time. Lauren Betts is 6'7", 220. You're not going to pass on a 6'7" horse in the middle for a Paige Bueckers who's always hurt. Are you nuts? Like, this is stupid levels. So this anointment of being the #1 pick in the draft is crazy to me. Who benefits Arike Ogunbowale more than a fucking big? The one they got there is not that good. McGowan's not that good. I think that's the one they got there, the big girl from Mississippi State. Like she's not that good. Paige Bueckers doesn't help Arike Ogunbowale. Paige Bueckers is a shooting guard. She's not a point guard. So you have 2 shooting guards in the starting lineup? Stop.
Texas too, that factors into things like women's health rights there. And then
women's health rights. Let's talk about that real quick. Paige Bueckers is a lesbian. She's not having no fucking kids. She gonna get pregnant? Women's health rights? What are the women's health rights in Texas? They don't have rights in Texas? Are we talking about abortions? What are we talking about specifically? Because when you make statements like that, you better back it up with facts and data and actually speak of what you really think. Not this little vague innuendo thing. Health rights. What are the health rights in Texas? What is so special about the health rights in Texas that you still have 30 million people who live in Texas, and half those people, 45%, are actually Democrats? 40 to 45% are Democrats. They still live there. They're not moving away from Texas. Texas is a no-tax state, which means you make more money there on top of that. Duh. The best places to be drafted to anywhere in this country are Florida, Texas, Washington, and Nevada. 4 states, no tax. That's where. So you'd want to be drafted if you're a smart person playing professional sports. I want to be drafted to if they had a team down here, but if you're in any other sport, the Dolphins, the Bucks, the Heat, the Magic, the Marlins, the Rays, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Magic. Did I say the Magic? That's where you want to go. If you're in Texas, Dallas Swings, Dallas Mavericks, Houston Texans, Dallas Cowboys, Houston Astros, Houston Rockets, Dallas Stars. I don't know if there's any other teams there or whatever. Nevada, the Aces, the Raiders. They're about to have the A's in baseball soon enough. Seattle, the Seattle Storm, the Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Mariners. You want to go? Who the hell wants to pay fucking 11, 12%, 13% state tax in California and New York? Go ahead. Go play in LA and give 13% of your money away to the fucking state of California. It is stupid.
Then I don't think UConn is going to win a national title this year. So I kind of feel like maybe one more year of Paige and Azzi running the band back, and that's their time. If she were to declare this year, she would lock into a 4-year rookie contract that averages somewhere around $85,000 per year. Whereas the expectation is that salaries will jump significantly with the new collective bargaining agreement.
Idea how much.
So she would have the opportunity to make a lot more money on her rookie contract if she waits in college for one more year.
Who gives a shit? That doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And going back to UConn, because you're not going to win a national championship this year. Well, first of all, if you don't win a national championship, it's in large part because of Gino Auriemma, because Gino Auriemma doesn't know what the fuck he's doing anymore. He forgot how to coach. That will be the large reason, because they have the talent to win. They have 10 McDonald's All-Americans, a national team player from another country. They are loaded with people on that team. The problem with him is he doesn't know how to use them anymore. It's become crazy how he can't use his talent. That is the biggest problem at UConn right now. If you want to be completely honest, that is the problem with folks. They don't want to be honest as to what the actual problem is at UConn. It's Gino Auriemma. It's not a lack of talent. They have the talent there. They have the talent. So stop acting like they don't have the talent there. They do have talent. They have tons of talent. They have so much talent that they brought in a player who's better than Paige Bueckers. That's the reality of what's going on at UConn right this second. So who gives a shit if they don't win a national championship? So you want to go back and be 25 years old as a senior? A sixth-year senior? How much respect do you get as a senior winning a natty as a sixth-year, 24, 25-year-old? How old is Paige Bueckers right now, anyhow? How old is she? Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers is 23. She turns 24 in October. This girl will, you're going to sit here and tell me that this girl wants to go back to school? I guess it times out or something like that. This girl wants to go back to school and be a 25-year-old WNBA rookie? Come on, man. Like, there's no reason. You think you're going to get respected winning a championship if you did as at 24 in college playing kids? This is just the dumbest take I've ever heard in my life. And I don't expect Paige to do it. But let's look at the bigger picture beyond all of this. Paige Bueckers is always injured. She's injured right now. She suffered a knee strain or knee sprain. What's her injury? Let me see what the injury status is. She has a knee sprain, which means they're claiming she'll be out for a week. I've said already, she's gonna be out at least 3. If they play her in a week, they're idiots. Because this season, right now, the season don't matter. You're worried about March. This shit doesn't matter right now. Who gives a fuck what happens today or tomorrow? You got to worry about what happens in March, that you have all your guns and all your bullets in your gun loaded, and they can all play. And if Paige Bueckers can't play, UConn has no chance. No chance whatsoever. Without Paige Bueckers, they will get done they will be done in by the Sweet 16. She still is an important player, a very important part of their team. Just as I think Sarah Strong's better, but if she is not able to play, they're done in by the Sweet 16. They definitely do not get to the Final Four. Okay? She has to be healthy. So there's no way she sits out only a week. A knee sprain in a week? You're looking at least 2, probably 3. I'm making sure her knee is 1,000% okay before she even steps on a practice floor. Like right now, she'd be in a brace, a boot, whatever. She's not dribbling a ball. She's not jogging a lap. She's not doing shit. Sit your ass down. But this is a woman who's always hurt. She's always hurt. So let's say she gets healthy and she's good by the end of the year and she can play, right? Let's look at it that way. Why the fuck would she put herself in the position of possibly getting injured next year? Because here's the reality. If she was to come back for a 6th year and get injured, seriously, what will happen of that contract? She won't get drafted. She'll be done. If she blows a knee out again, her career's over. Like, she will not see the WNBA. Not to mention, she already has an agreement in place to play an Unrivaled next year. So how can she go back to school if she already has a contract in place to play an Unrivaled next year? It is this take is so ungodly bad that the fact that this woman covers women's basketball for The Athletic, they'll let any idiot on the planet cover women's basketball for The Athletic. That's what this shows, because this woman's out of her ever-loving mind. There's no way she does not turn pro. Even if she's the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th pick in the draft, she's absolutely going to be in the WNBA draft. There's too much risk with Paige Bueckers. She's always hurt. You cannot risk it. Her career in the WNBA will be a short one, I promise you. It will not be a lengthy career. She might last 5 years. She needs to make the money while she can right now, because if she doesn't, it'll be gone. And if she gets hurt coming back for another year and doesn't ever get the chance to make that bread, she better find a good college coaching job, because her career, she won't have any career in the WNBA. The WNBA, for whatever I say about it, is a cutthroat ass league. They will cut you in a second. They don't give a fuck if you're a first round pick. They will cut first round picks if those first round picks cannot deliver, and they will do it in the year that they drafted you. They do not care. It's too cutthroat there. But there's so little talent that if you got to be really good for their level, obviously. But this take, the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't know who hired these women. The two of them didn't say a word. It's that one idiot who just kept running her fucking mouth. Holy Lord. You want to be famous? We'll make you famous. You're a bonehead. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Want to hear what you have to say. What are your thoughts? Leave your likes, your comments, your shares, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell. Telling y'all the merch is coming, and I appreciate y'all. And I do want your feedback on those logos. What do you think? What's your favorite one? What do you think? I appreciate y'all. This is Rudy's Rant. Going on the podcast. Facts over feelings. Come on down.